So see that in the lecture 1 we discussed that measurable properties of the units and also that Boyle's law, what type of graphs we are getting that. And this class will be very important, this lecture 2, this will be very important. So we are starting the lecture 2. So objective point of view, this session will be very important. So they are giving different types of graphs and asking the relation among them. For example, pressure versus volume graph, they are giving like this. Various isotherms they are providing at different temperatures. This temperature will be taken as T3, this temperature will be T2, this temperature will be T1. Okay, this pressure on y-axis, volume on x-axis. They are asking the what is the relation between T3, T2, T1. Okay, for solving this type of question, first you have to remember that ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT. Okay, later we have to discuss that how this PV is equal to nRT came. And here what we are understanding means pressure is directly proportional to temperature, isn't it? If temperature increases, pressure automatically increases. Similarly, volume is directly proportional to temperature. Let us assume this NR will be constant. So volume is directly proportional to temperature. Keep that point in our mind. Now what I am doing, suppose here I am taking pressure is constant. That means I am fixing the value of pressure. Pressure value not changes. Suppose if you are going, pressure increase. If you are coming, pressure decreases. So if you are writing like this means pressure not changes. It not increases, it not decreases. So I am fixed the value of pressure now. But I am changing the volume. Let us see. So this correspond to T3. That is the reason why its value will be V3. This corresponds to temperature T2. Okay, so volume T2. This corresponds to temperature T1. So volume will be V1. So that means if you are observing that whenever that increasing the temperature, volume what happens? Increases. So here at T3 volume will be more, at T2 volume next, at T1 volume V1. So from this we can conclude that T3 value gives more volume, after that T2 gives, after that T1. This will be the relation. For suppose if you want to check in another manner like this, same graph, pressure, volume. Okay, so this is T3, this is T2 and this is T1. Now what I am doing in the previous here I fixed that pressure. Now I am fixing the volume. That means volume I am taken as constant. So if you are going like this, volume increases. If you are going like this, volume decreases. But in this case volume not changes. Okay, but pressure values will be changing. This corresponds to temperature T3, so its pressure will be P3. It's correspond to temperature T2, its pressure will be P2. It correspond to temperature T1, its pressure will be P. What is the relation? Temperature increases, pressure automatically increases. For T3 high temperature, pressure will be P3. For T2 pressure will be P2. For T1 pressure will be P1. So from this we can conclude that temperature increases, pressure what happens? Increases. So T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. Just like we have to check. Okay, you can take either this term will be constant or you can take this term will be constant, and we have to find that the relation. Similarly, if you are going with another graph, pressure versus 1 by V, pressure versus 1 by V. See that. Previously I told that graph will be passing through origin. So at different temperatures, graph will be coming. This will be T3, T2 and T1. Similarly, here what I am doing means, here I am fixing the value. Volume term I am taken as constant. Okay. So this is the pressure P3, this is the pressure P2, and this is the pressure P1. What is the relation? Actually, temperature increases, pressure also increases. Okay. That is the reason why this relation will be T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. But here, if V is taken, only V is taken, it will be like this. But what I am taking here, I am taking inverse. That is the reason why this value not we are getting. Instead, the reverse we are getting, T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. Okay. Keep in mind, here volume is in terms of inverse. 1 by V is given. Here volume is V is given. Difference is like that. So these are the important graphs. Similarly, if you are going with that another graph, what is that? PV versus volume or pressure. Any one term we have to take. Any one term you have to take. So for my convenience, here I am taking that V. V value I am taking that. What is the graph? How they are coming? They are coming like this. This will be T3, this will be T2, and this will be T1. Okay. See that relation. How to check that relation? Here PV is equal to temperature. That means here PV is directly proportional to temperature or not. That means whenever temperature increases, PV value what happens? Product of this pressure and volume, what will be here? Increasing. Temperature increasing, PV value increasing. You keep in mind, the graph is constant. When compared to temperature T3, for example, this will be 50 degrees Celsius. This will be 40 degrees Celsius. This will be 20 degrees Celsius. PV value is more at 50 degrees Celsius, but it will be constant. When compared to 40 degrees Celsius, at 20 degrees Celsius, product of PV will be less. That is the reason why. See that. So PV value at this temperature will be here. At 40, temperature increasing, PV value what happens? Somewhat on the above of T1. At 50 degrees Celsius, PV value somewhat on the above of T2. Okay. So now a relation clearly indicates if temperature increases, PV value increases. What is the relation among them? What is the relation? So T3 greater than T2 greater than T1. Or you can check that. So if volume is fixed that. Okay, volume is fixed that. This corresponding to V3, V3. This corresponding to V2, V2. This corresponding to V1, V1. See that? Temperature increasing, P3, V3 value will be increasing. So just like we have to take the graphs. This is about the relation. These are very important graphs. These are very important graphs. I hope it will be clear. If you have any doubt, once call me. And one point, if you remember that another graph will be there, that is PV is equal to constant. Previously we discussed that applying log on both sides, what happens? Log PV is equal to log K. It will be in the manner log AB. How can you write that? Log P plus log V is equal to log. So this log V take into that side, what happens? Log P is equal to log K minus log V. Can I write like this? Log K plus minus 1 into log V. So it is in the form of y x m plus. So it is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. If you draw that graph, so log p on y axis, log v on x axis. So slope will be negative. Okay. Intercept will be log k. So the graph is coming like this. This point, what we are saying, that intercept log k. So this is about the graph between log p and log v. And one more point we have to remember that. That is for example, here I am taking some gas in this vessel at the pressure 6 atmosphere. Suppose volume will be 4 liters, let us assume like that, at 20 degrees Celsius. I am increasing the pressure for the same amount of gas. Okay, I am increasing 7 atmosphere. Volume, what happens? Pressure increases, volume decreases. Let us say this will be 3 liters at the same temperature 20 degrees Celsius. In the third case, again I am increasing this some more pressure, 9 atmospheres. Volume will be 2 liters at 20 degree Celsius. In all these three experiments for the same amount of gas, here gas amount is not changing but volume will be decreasing. Whenever you are increasing the temperature, per ml number of volumes, what happens? Decreases. For example, here 6 molecules are there per ml. In this case, per ml only 3 molecules are there. In this case, per ml only 2 molecules are there. So whenever the temperature, whenever pressure increasing, per ml number of molecules, what happens? Decreasing. Okay, so this indicates that whenever you are increasing the pressure, density of the gas, what happens? Increases. Density of the gas, what happens? Increases. How can we say that? We know that density is equal to mass by volume. That means volume is equal to mass by density. We know that PV is equal to K into 1 by V. So I am substituting that value of V here. So M by D. So pressure, it will comes to numerator. So K by M into D. So this term I am taking as constant. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature, and this can be write like this: P1 D1 is equal to, why, because P is equal to somewhat K2 into D. K2 means another constant. So P by D is equal to constant. P1 by P2 is equal to D1 by D2. Okay, this is the formula. This is the formula. P by D is equal to constant. So if you see that whenever that pressure increases, density what happens? Increases. Pressure increases, density what happens? Increases. Why? Because if you are increasing the pressure per ml, number of molecules what happens? Decrease. Okay. So at 4 liters 6 molecules are there, at 3 liters 3 molecules are there, at 2 liters 2 molecules are there. Okay, that is the reason why where that number of molecules will be less, so density what happens? It will be more. Here amount of gas not changing. For example, here taking that 5 moles. So throughout the experiment 5 moles are there. Here also 5 moles, here also 5 moles, here also 5 moles. But number of molecules per ml what happens? Decreasing, which leads to increasing the density. Okay, and if you are coming to the graph, pressure versus density, the graph will be coming like this. See that this is T1, this is T2. Okay, you remember that one point, Pm is equal to dRT. See that how the density and temperatures are there? They are inversely proportional. How the pressure and density temperature will be there? Directly proportional. Now what I am doing means here I am fixing the value of pressure. I am fixing that. So at T1 the corresponding density will be D1. At T2 the corresponding density will be D2. I already told that density is inversely proportional to temperature. So initially actually at T2 D2, at T1 D1. So which temperature is here more? T2. Okay, at T2 corresponding density will be D2. At T1 corresponding density will be D1. Whenever temperature increases, this is lower temperature, this is higher temperature. Temperature increasing, density what happens? Decreases. Why? Because density is inversely proportional to temperature. That is the reason why. What is the relation between these two? At lower temperature density will be more, at higher temperature density will be less. Okay, so these are the important graphs present in that Boyle's law. Thank you.